Pinboard is a bookmarking service that competes with Pocket but can be used in addition to Pocket. I personally subscribe to both services. Pinboard focuses on bookmark management, tagging, and annotation, areas where Pocket is very weak. You can use this extension here to add a bookmark. Okay, and this might be tag brain science. Note that you cannot have spaces in Pinboard tags, unlike Pocket. Okay, so the space actually is a tag delimiter. You can add a note, which is a description, which is then searchable, and you can mark a tag as, or a bookmark that is, as something that is to be read later or not. Okay, so you add the bookmark, and then it will show up in your list here, which you might have to do a refresh to see. You can access your notes temporarily. You can see all your notes, your unread notes, your untagged items, your start. You can star items. There's a tweet feature here, which we're not going to discuss. And then you can search again through your through the notes and the titles of the web pages. However, in order to search the content of the pages that you've bookmarked, you will need to pay an extra fee. And you can see them as well as a tag cloud. And then you click on top tags, and you can see a tag cloud here. And you'll notice my conventions, which I discuss elsewhere, people's name being prefixed with an @ and so on and so forth. Okay, and you can manage your tags. You can edit particular tags, which is helpful. Okay, now I'll quickly show you the settings. You can read faster than, and you can pause this, so you can read faster than I can actually speak all of these things. I'll just note that there's quite a few settings, and in particular, there's keyboard shortcuts. You can also use Pinboard to sync to a certain extent with Pocket, but it's only for public bookmarks that you have in Pocket, so actually there's no way to sync with Pocket completely. You'll want to check out the privacy option, because if you don't set these properly, then other people can see your bookmarks, which is not necessarily what you want. There's a password option. There's an import option. So there's several services that you can import from, including Digo, right? And you can import your Safari bookmarks and your Pocket bookmarks here. Okay, so that can be handy. And there's various backup options, so you don't have to worry about the service going out. And I'm not concerned about security either. I completely trust the person who's running this. And then there's other information here. Now, this is not set up for reading, because when you do find a web page that you want to read through your bookmarks, then you open it from within your web browser here. Now, there is actually another option for reading, which is called Read Paperback. Okay, and that actually makes it look like more or less like Pocket. And unlike Pocket, however, this has note-taking and highlighting features, which are quite useful. And we're going to see in an upcoming screencast that you can also read and manage your Pinboard content through ReadKit. I can show you the search is that you can also search by tag here to get through your content more quickly, right? And actually there's an option you can search your content, and you can also search other people's bookmarks. So let's see what other people are bookmarking with respect to Apple today. Probably quite a lot. I could tell you what's going on. If you want to see what other people are bookmarking, then you can go here. These are popular tags today. Look at this. Gives you an idea of who's using this. So there's quite a bit of technical stuff here, and that's telling you that Pinboard users are actually quite technical. So there's a good thing for you. And in fact, Pocket has many social features, which we're not actually going to discuss in this book, because social is not our focus, but we invite you to look into them. Finally, I'd like to point out that, like Pocket, there's many resources that work with Pinboard. Okay, so this is the web page where you can find them. You can see that there's quite a bit of stuff here, including ReadKit, which we'll talk about, and Spilo, which we'll also talk about, and Launchbar, which we talk a lot about, Paperback, which we've mentioned. And isn't this nice? Don't like Pinboard? Look at some of the competitors. Isn't that cool?